Actually, it's been about 3 years since Home Free. My kids have gotten older, and I think I've learned more as a father. The more lessons I learn about God the Father, the more I learn about myself as a father.
'Cause in hard times, you learn to hold on to Jesus. Oh, there's no other place to know the strength of your faith, but in hard times.
But I never really wanted to go in the studio until I had some kind of burning to say something that was really urgent in my heart. And I feel like that's kind of happened this time. The burning in me is to sing to those people who are churched people, people who are in church most every Sunday, and who've grown, maybe even grown up in church like I did, but really don't have much of an idea what it means to have an intimate relationship with Christ. I think there are a lot of people who are very religious and have a real duty calling to be in that third pew on the front, on the front part of the church every Sunday, and make contributions to their church and be there during the socials and go with the youth on the youth trip. Wonderful things like that, but they really don't have a knowledge or they've never experienced what it means to know Christ as a friend. They see him as a taskmaster. I think there are a lot of people who are missing the love and the companionship and the friendship of Christ because of the religious duty that they follow. And I really think those are some of the people I want to play to.
I'd rather walk in the dark with Jesus than to walk in the light on my own. I'd rather go through the valley of the shadow with him than to dance on the mountains alone.
Sometimes rough and rocky roads will take you to a beautiful place. And when you parallel that to some of the things we go through, if I had to choose the paths I take, if I had to choose my routes, I would go on the smoothest, least painful roads I could find. And while that might be the fastest way to get there, it might be the most painless way to get there, it doesn't always take you to a place of growth or a place of beauty. And so that's one of my favorites, called A Beautiful Place.
If I had my way, I must admit, if I called every play of the game, and pray for good times, blue skies, sunshine, and avoid with a passion the pain. But with every blow from an angry wind, and with every dark shadow that falls, there's a better view up around the bend, where this puzzle makes some sense after all. Mistakes and misfortunes will come and go, to try and to fail to no disgrace. Sometimes a rough and a rocky road is gonna take you to a beautiful place.
Greg Nelson and I go way back.
We're not worthy.
When the idea was presented to me to work with him and it was brought up, some eyebrows were raised that it would be an inspirational record.
Not content.
It's a lot more guitar-driven than most stuff we've had in the past. One of the best things Greg brings to the party is his knowledge of people in Nashville and around the country that are gifted players from one respect to the next. And he's brought a knowledge of those people and just how to get it on tape right. And he's allowed me to have the musical input that I wanted to have as the writer and singer too. So it's been great.
The message on this record is very healing and comforting. The lyric hits home because it's real. And I think this is not as pointing the finger as, say, this is what I've encountered. There's a great deal of compassion on this record.
I've grown up in church and I've heard those phrases that are supposed to soothe every hurt and that don't all the time. And so there's a little less anger here. And we've definitely consulted about how do you sing these songs? Do you sing them with an urgency that almost translates to pointing a finger? And there's a difference. There's a real fine line there. And Doing vocals, Greg was real sensitive to that and musical about letting those things happen. We have the opportunity to affect not just somebody for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, but somebody forever. That
Absolutely.
excites me.